Coming up next, Weeknight with Ellie Muller. That's right, it's coming up next on the one and only Nick at Night. When late night TV breaks, we fix it. From the gorgeous YouTube Dog Show. By the way, knock on wood, this might be Weeknight Update's latest episode ever. It's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. And now, a man who has a message for every single woodpecker in the world. Stop trying to mess with wood! Come on! We need it! My goodness gracious. He is the one and really the only Mr. Ellie Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Ellie Muller. What's up? Alright. The theme song was composed by Double Mathis Piano, and Tori's gaming spot is Weeknight Update Storyteller. And they are two of our Shoutout Spotlight winners tonight, along with Ibrahim, the Grand Ball, and Has Been Hotel in 2004. Hopefully she'll return to his program very, very soon. Pierre Kelly, Monster Jet Fanatic, Hot Wheels Fanatic, Supercar Fanatic, Walker with Anton, Bound by Films 2, Super Geeked Up, Super Knocked Up, Landon the Hedgehog, and Vroom Vroom. Please check all of those people out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, knock on wood and get ready for actual comedy, because it's time for us to find out what's up. Here we go. What's up with wood? It's useful, hard, and woody. Hey, give me a break. I needed a funny pun, okay? Now, some people are trying to turn wood into thermal paper. Wait, why do we still need recycling bins? Huh? I mean, seriously. Now wait, a tiny wood cabin can actually make you feel warm. How? Well, apparently it has so many doors, windows, and rooms. Wait. It's just a normal cabin. It's time for another top 8 list. MP, Mr. Bones. Let's rock and roll. Make out of wood. Number 8, food. Number 7, deodorant. Number 6, lotion. Number 5, clothes. Number 4, soap. Number 3, a ball. Number 2, a treat for your pets. And number 1, a fridge. A wooden fridge? Really? That makes no sense. I know! That's why that top 8 list made a lot of sense. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, boys. Thanks a lot. You know it, boy. Hashtag Weeknight Update. Hashtag Ellie Roll for Late Night. Hashtag Ellie Roll for Awesome. Hashtag Spread LeBron. Hashtag All This Was Awesome. Get those hashtags and try social media, please. And while I like this thing, subscribe and follow Chef and chat in the comment section down below. Whoever you please, do not go anywhere. We will be right back with the in-between monologue, Toy Story, A Moment for Everyone, Target Time, Random Advice, and this week's Count of the Week question. Remember, this is the Weeknight Update, and now it is your far right.
My hair when I first wake up. It is not okay.
Cement your reliance with your favorite appliance
and watch your TV light ignite.
You and your close friend, Nick at Night.
I'm going to call about some new carpeting.
Hold it. Before you make that call, you should know if you call anyone but Empire, believe me, you're going to pay extra. Extra for padding, extra for installation. You're going to pay more for the same carpeting, and you're going to wait longer, too, because only Empire includes padding and installation and 72-hour delivery and every price from $6.95 a yard. only Empire.
I don't care. I'm calling the people I was gonna call.
588-2300 Empire.
Weeknights, Rin Tin Tin and Lassie hook up for an incredible hour of action. And together, they're unbeatable. Rin Tin Tin K9 Cop and the new Lassie. Tonight, starting at 6 on the Family Channel.
Welcome back to the one and only Weeknight update. Toys Gaming Spot Drop a story for everyone in a few moments. But first, it's time for the in-between monologue. Here we go. There are so many types of wood in the world, and here are some of those types right now. Softwood, plywood, hardwood, and spruce. Please take notes. You'll be quizzed someday. Now, wood comes from various parts of a tree, like a root, a branch, or a stem. So remember that next time that you see someone trying to chop down a tree. And you can make art with wood. Just please don't go crazy and make a computer out of wood, because that would not work at all. Some people actually use different types of wood, like mahogany and maple, to make musical instruments like a grand piano and a guitar. Just please don't tap on wood during a talent show. That will make people feel like they're watching a show on Adult Swim. And finally, several types of wood are very expensive. Just to put everything into perspective, prices of wood have gone all the way up to $610 per 1,000 board feet. Wow! That explains why nobody has tried to fix a wooden home since 1999. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Tori's story. Tori, what's the story?
Hey guys, Tori Mullins here, and welcome back to Tori's Story. So the next story I'm going to be telling you is about wood. And here's the story. A long time ago, people had a much easier life than we do today. They didn't know what poverty was, and they didn't mind the lasting and cruel winters. It wasn't that they didn't feel cold, but they didn't need to drag heavy carriages or carry heavy bundles of wood on their backs. They just came into the woods in autumn, chopped down some trees, and tied the trunks together with a big strong rope. Then they took out a magical stick made of copper and whipped it in the air. The wood all by itself would go where it needed to go. The wood would then walk the whole path from the forest to their village, over hills, through valleys, in brooks, on narrow tracks, and across wide roads in the fields. Nobody had to give the wood directions. It just knew the way. When the people came back from the forest, there was wood ready for them. It was neatly piled in the village square, in their backyards, and behind their simple shops. They just had to salt up the trunks and use it all year round. Why is it no longer like that? Well, because people are people. When we're doing fine, we like to be doing even better. When we're doing better, we want it to be the best ever. In this case, the disaster was caused by a selfish woman from the village who hated doing anything that took work. One autumn day, when it was very windy and rainy, the men chopped down the trees like they normally did and put them side by side. Then they could have just whipped the magical copper stick and the wood would have just traveled to the village as usual. The end. That's the story about wood. So stay tuned where I tell the next story. Bye, guys.
Thank you very much, Tori. That was incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to have a moment for everyone. Here's a quick poem about wood that will make everyone smile and think. Now, I know that it's not much, but it's better than nothing. Also, it relates to the topic, so you know I'm about to bring it up. Hey, you know I'm about to bring it up. Okay. That's enough. Now, the title of the poem is Wood is Good. Wood can be used on the floor. It can also be used to make a door. Wood can be treated just like it should. Come on! Wood is good. Wood comes from so many trees. It's a lot better than kissing your knees. Will I say this once more? Yes, I would. Come on! Wood is good. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a little talking time. You've heard of thermal paper, right? You know, thermal paper, that's regular paper, but, you know, with the twist and things like that. Well, apparently, apparently, someone has found a way of turning wood into paper. Yeah. Apparently, the researchers at the Swiss Federal Technology Institute of Lausanne, found out that instead of using toxic chemicals such as BPA or BPS for thermal paper, that they would have an easier time with thermal paper if they used lignin together with a sensitizer derived from plant sugars to make the coating for thermal paper. Now, lignin is the natural glue that holds wood fibers together, but in the paper and wood industry, it doesn't have much use and usually gets discarded as waste. Now, it can be used in printing because it contains chemical groups that act as color developers. Wow! That's pretty scientific. Now, listen to this, folks. There is a wood cabin on sale right now on Amazon for just $40,200. That's right. It's a 483 square foot cabin made out of all wood timberline, and it has a gable roof, a bottom floor, and a loft. There is a kitchen on the first floor, along with a living and dining space, and there's also a bedroom that can fit one big bed. Of course, there's also another bedroom on the second floor that's large enough to convert into 2 rooms if you want to add more sleeping space for your other family members or your guests or whoever. Wow, that's an interesting cabin. Wait a minute. $40,200? You know what? How about some advice for the world, huh? If you break a piece of wood, then you will end up in the hospital. So please, don't do it. Making art out of wood is fine. Building a house out of wood is even better. Trying to eat wood when you are not a woodpecker is just plain wrong. Lifting wood will make you stronger, but pretending that wood can give everyone music and really make you look like a strange person. Actually, no, because people can use wood boards as drums. I don't know what to do. And finally, it's a bad idea to make out with wood. So please, do not do that. Now, let's go over this week's Comment of the Week question. This week's Comment of the Week question is, what would you do if you find a spider in your shampoo? Let me repeat. What would you do if you find a spider in your shampoo? Go over to the post section of my YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Folks, that is it for this installment of Weeknight Update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night. That's news. Namalskis 4x4.
Cement your reliance with your favorite appliance.
And watch your TV life ignite.
You and your close friend, Nick at Night.